Well, David, first home win, and you must be absolutely delighted with the result.
Yeah, of course. I think more pleasing is the performance. I think we've showed all three sides of the game: in possession, out possession, set pieces. I thought we defended set pieces extremely well in the first half. In possession, we were excellent. They didn't have a chance. We dominated the game. They made one sub at half time. They changed shape in that first half to cope with us. Yes, they had some possession in the second half because we didn't quite get it right what we were trying to do, and then scored a goal from their numbers in our box as opposed to breaking us down, which I think is subtly different but huge. And then we defended for large, 25 minutes in that spell really well. And like I said, then we changed something. Then we could have probably wrapped up the game with some chances we had towards the end of the game. But all in all, that's the out of possession stuff, the set pieces in that first half particularly, and the in possession stuff in the first half and towards the end of the game really. And I think on the balance of play, I think we deserve the 3 points.
Yeah, I suppose we firstly have to give credit as well to the ground staff for getting the game on in the first place.
Outstanding. Martin and his staff deserve a huge amount of credit. I was here at 11 o'clock and the pitch said it wasn't playable. The ref wanted to give it every chance, and credit to the referee. Richie was open. Me and Belly, the crew manager, both wanted it on. So there was no, there was no sort of appetite for it not to be on. And Martin and his staff deserve a huge amount of credit because it definitely wasn't playable at 11. It probably wasn't playable at 12. But come kick-off time, it's held up reasonably well. It wasn't vintage, what I would call vintage Grimsby, because of where we're at in our stage and our evolution and development of the team, but also because of the conditions. But that's not a criticism of anyone because it could have been farcical at one point. So Martin and his staff deserve a huge amount of credit because it played really well.
First goal, absolute rocket from Aberys. Was that straight off the training ground?
Might have been.
And he's known for that this season as well, shooting from distance.
Well, that's why we put him there. That's why we practiced it.
Yeah, fantastic. And despite, as you say, it being a sticky pitch, tricky conditions, we played some good stuff. Yeah,
I thought particularly first half and sort of the last 15 minutes really, because we'd worked out how to then get them after 75 minutes, even though we'd told them a bit before, but they couldn't quite grasp it. But yeah, we played some good stuff. Like I said, first half, the second goal was a great goal. It starts right now, flat and deep third, if you like, and there was lots of other opportunities to create and score, but we haven't quite got the understanding yet and the recognition of when they're in danger, and how we can expose them. There were some opportunities that we didn't take. However, there was some really pleasing performances across the pitch.
And with that second goal as well, Anthony Glennon, there's not many better deliverers of the ball than him in League Two.
Listen, Glennon was terrific, especially in the first half. I think he suffered for it towards the end of the game. And I've said to him, look, we'll get you to 90 minutes of that first half performance without a shadow of a doubt. But his quality is there for people to see. So, and that's the same with quite a lot of them, I have to say. I've been really pleased with the quality. I've been, not just pleased, but unbelievably pleased, if you like, with their effort and application across the whole team, not just the 11 or 14 or 16 or 18, the whole squad. We haven't got an idiot, which is pleasing. So, if they keep working hard for each other, keep taking on board what we're trying to do, and keep understanding it, really understanding it, then I hope you're going to see more performances like that and for longer periods of time and exposing the opposition more.
Yeah, and fans at home probably haven't seen the most of Alex Hunt for whatever reason, and today he looked like a different player at times.
I think he's always been that player. For me, he's the most technically gifted player at the football club. I said that to him today. I've only been here 2 weeks, so I might be wrong. And there's a few others that probably won him close. But he's a good player. He's got to understand. He's one that's got to understand how to opposition more, as opposed to just recycled possession, because he's outstanding at that. You saw that today. But he can be recycled possession and really hurt opposition teams as well in terms of creating goals, scoring goals. He had a shot over the bar after about 10 minutes. Not sure they've done that 10 games ago. He's got enough technique to put that in the goal, even from that distance, and also hurt players and teams from that distance. So we'll develop him without a shadow of a doubt. He's got a real high ceiling in terms of potential. But potential's a dangerous word. I don't particularly like using it because I've got potential to be Prime Minister. I've got to bobble that. So, but it's not going to happen. So, but yeah, he's a good example of what we can get. He's a good example of where he's been, where he is now, and I believe where he can get to.
Was it all a bit unnecessary at the end? How close it was, the way that we were being pressed back a little bit?
Yeah, I think. Listen, once we understood their goal kicks and their patterns, if you like, but more importantly, the players did, it became a bit easier. And yeah, like I say, I don't think they've had another chance. They've had a couple of scrambles in the box and blocked shots and stuff like that, but they haven't really. I don't think Harvey's had a save to make, other than the goal. And like I say, I don't think they broke us down particularly. It was just numbers in the box and the ball in the box, and somebody's got free. He's got inside Glennon, but Glennon's got somebody outside him, and so it's like, it's not something that they could repeat really, other than if we get numbers right in the box. So, like I say, I was pleasantly surprised and with our defensive structure, our defensive solidity against I think we've scored the most goals in the whole country. And we've limited them to one chance all game. Well, that's really pleasing, really pleasing. So, and like I said, they're in the playoffs. They're not there by luck.
And what was it like for you personally in front of the Blundell Park crowd today for the first time?
Listen, I thought the crowd was magnificent. Yes, it's easier for the crowd, and when we're 2-0 up, or 1-0 up, 2-0 up. But there was a period in that second half where I thought, they're right with us. And I hope that continues, and I appreciate when you're winning games, it's easier for the fans to be right on board. But I just hope that they see that what we're trying to do, it's right at the formative stage. Like I say, we're making quite a lot of mistakes. We should have won the game 3 or 4-1. Because the turnovers in the last 15 minutes, in sort of like just inside our own half, we should be scoring goals at the end. And the players don't understand that yet. That's not criticism, that's just where we're at. But I'm hoping we'll, wrap up that game 3-1 with 10 minutes to go going forward. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort, but the players have shown me nothing other than the belief that they will actually take on board what we're trying to do, so that does happen in the future.